Hey, how's it going? It's been a little while. It's time for another episode of Morning Coffee and Marketing. Now, for those of you folks in the Eastern time zone, you're saying, wait a second, this is a live video and it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What's this guy talking about morning? Well, because I work until 3 or 4 in the morning. So it's actually I wake up 11 or 12 o'clock. Couple hours. This is like a late morning to me, and so for me, it's still morning coffee and marketing. And if it's not for you, then just ignore the name. Anyway, listen, I'm about 16 and a half hours into a fast, so I might be a little low energy, but I'm feeling good. But my energy might be a little low, so just bear with me because what I have to tell you is strong. It's going to make a difference in your marketing, and what I want to talk about with you is something that in the professional wrestling world is called hot shotting. So there's, in the old days, in the territory days in wrestling, in the old days meaning prior to like the 1980s, each area of the country had its own territory. And those territories, it was almost like a monopoly, like an oligarchy. And they kind of worked together to squash up and coming other territories, other promotions within somebody's territory, etc. It's not overly important. Here's the point. When a territory would start to fall off in business, they would do what they call hot shot the territory. So they would come up with some really over-the-top storylines, some very crazy angles, some nutty match where people got all cut up and there was a bunch of blood, stuff like that. And they would use that for a couple of weeks, for a couple of months to build up attendance. And then they would do a blow-off match, and that angle is what they would call it, would get blown off. And then they would pick up from there and go back to kind of the normal tone of wrestling. So they'd hot shot it all the way up here, and then they drop it back down kind of the normal tone again, and things would level out. But the audience will have been re-engaged because during the hot shotting they used other storylines to get the audience re-engaged, and then boom, you were off to the races. Now, what would happen sometimes is some promotions, some areas, some territories would hot shot for too long. And what happens when you hot shot for too long is that people become desensitized to it. Then when you try to bring things back down to a reasonable level, nobody pays any attention, and you lose all your audience. So now you got to hot shot more and hot shot more and hot shot more, and eventually it just gets too over the top. You can't keep doing it. Well, a lot of people are trying to hot shot all the time in their marketing. Now, I'm not talking about a promotion. A promotion is supposed to be a hot shot. That's supposed to be exciting. That's supposed to be a little hyperbolic. That's supposed to get people involved and excited so that they'll buy stuff. But too many people and their routine communications are trying to hot shot their clients, hot shot their prospects all the time. So here's the point. Here's the tip. What you want to do is you want to hot shot during your promotions, but in your normal daily, weekly, monthly communications, emails, newsletters, faxes, this kind of stuff, social media posts, you don't want to hot shot. Those areas you want to bring the tone back down to a reasonable tone, bring the tone back down to a realistic tone, tell people the truth, don't be hyperbolic. Maybe a little hyperbolic for fun, or maybe a little hyperbole to keep things interesting. But you don't want to keep it up here, right? You want to keep it at a reasonable level. And then when a promotion comes out, that's when you hot shot it, and that's when your people now will react because your normal tone with them is here, and now your tone during the promo is here, and that gets them excited and it gets them wanting more, and gets them wanting to have more of it. But if all of your communication is up here, they become numb to it, and you lose your marketplace. So, hope that helps. Translate it into your business. It can be translated into any business. It's not just for info businesses or for coaching businesses. Too many of those. It can be used very easily for bricks and mortar businesses as well. So that's the kind of stuff. By the way, I'm speaking in Poland in a few weeks. That's the kind of stuff I'm going to be talking about. I'm really looking forward to it. And the link if you are interested in going. I mean, go check out the lineup because it's amazing. I mean, we got the Halberts are going to be there. I'm pretty sure John Carlton's going to be there. Of course, Trevor Crook is going to be there. One of my mentors, Matt Fury, is fabulous. Just an amazing internet marketer. Amazing marketer. Forget internet marketer. He's an amazing marketer. He's going to be there. I mean, the speaker list is just second to none. So you'll see a link in the comments. Go check it out. And until then, until tomorrow, I'll talk to you later. Cheers.